from the Fox 5 studios, this is the RebZone Sports Show.
It is Runnin' Rebels basketball all day, every day now. We packed our bags and hit the road with the team this week, heading out to Dallas and San Francisco. UNLV falling to SMU and San Francisco this week. Two really good teams as we take a look back at both of UNLV's road games tonight. And it's the interview we've all been waiting for. We're sitting down with a Chuck Wagon and his beautiful family tonight as he reflects back on his legendary UNLV career and how he's getting ready to make the next step in his bright football career. And I am very excited to have the head coach of the Runnin' Rebels, Kevin Krueger, in studio tonight. We've been traveling across the country all week with him. We're running on little sleep and lots of coffee, but we're very, very thankful to have him in studio all season long. A big welcome to the head coach of the Runnin' Rebels, Kevin Krueger. I am no longer by myself on the RebZone. Let's go. Coach, 2 hours of sleep, but we're going, right?
Yep, we're going. Like you mentioned, we got out, got some good games, some road competition, and little sleep, lots of coffee, but getting after it. It's the way it should be done.
Is it nice to have the day off today, kind of give your guys some rest and just recuperate from this week?
Absolutely. I think, we talked about it the other day, that this opening stretch to the season for this group of guys new to each other has been probably as hectic as anybody that has the type of roster we have. So to have today to kind of get some sleep, get some recovery, go get into the training room, get what they need to get, coaches to spend some time with their families, you just really can't put a value on how important those off days are.
And you guys have been playing 2-3 times a week. I mean, it's been foot on the gas. Is it nice to finally just catch your breath for a second and kind of regroup?
Absolutely, absolutely. And this the schedule, the way it laid out through the calendar to come home, now we know we're home for the rest of the month. So it's a little easier to plan things maybe a few more days out in advance than you normally would when you're traveling as much as we have been. So, no, we're happy about that. And we're looking forward to what's coming ahead.
All right, Coach, let's take a look at last night's highlights in San Francisco. The Dons came out blazing from deep last night. Jamari Bouye knocking down 5 3-pointers in the first half. Mike Nuga answers, Rebels trailing 14-7 early. Bryce Hamilton fighting all night, especially in the first half, shooting 7 of 10 from the field. Hamilton led his team with 15 points in the first half. He got some help from stretch Donovan Williams, 3 of 4 from the field in the first half, as UNLV trails 40-35 at halftime. Bouye, dude was just on fire last night, racking up 30 points, shooting 8 of 10 from deep. Dons leading 55-45 as Khalil Shabazz intercepts Josh Baker and takes it the other way for 2. Dons extending their leads 66-46. Hamilton from deep, putting his team on his back with 25 points, shooting 10 of 19 from the field, but the Rebels dropped their third straight, falling 83-62 to USF. A tough night in San Francisco, Coach, but the highlight of your night, Bryce Hamilton, coming clutch all season long. He put up a great game last night against the Dons.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the game, you could see Bryce had a little different mentality about him. We had talked last week leading up to this game, and Bryce was fully on board with, changing that starting lineup, getting a little more of a change offensively early. And as you saw in the highlights, Bouye threw in a couple really deep threes, but Bryce had the right mindset last night. He was aggressive, he was out making plays, and he didn't settle. He didn't force anything. He just did what he does naturally, and I think that's why he had a great night offensively.
Does the team feed off his energy when he has that hunger mentality like he did last night?
Absolutely. I mean, the guys aren't shy about it. They talk about it, and they talk to him, trying to fill him with confidence. And, when he's aggressive, we're at our best. And that's something that we're going to need every night, but not just in spurts. We need it the entire game. And, last night was really, I think, his first time that he's had it throughout the entirety of the game.
Absolutely. Want to touch on Donovan Williams, too. Stretch. He's really stretching this season, Coach. How are you seeing him grow each game?
Yeah, Donovan, again, came in and had a good lift for us. He, Donovan's a very good shooter. We really encourage him to hunt his three-point shot as much as he possibly can because, his nickname's Stretch because of his length, of course, but it's something he can also do in the basketball world of stretching that defense out and giving guys more driving lanes. And that's something that we lean on him for and we need him to do more of. up.
Donovan plays with passion. I can see it in his eyes. I can see it in his body language. Is that the kind of player you recruited to this team, a passionate guy?
Yeah, I mean, we want guys that just love to go out and compete and play hard, and I think this group does that, and they're still continuing to find each other, find where it fits in and where it helps everybody. But this group hasn't been short on energy, hasn't been short on passion. We've lost to UCLA and then on the road at SMU and San Francisco. I don't think that's anything to scoff at, but at the same time, we know we've got to continue to get better.
I noticed Victor Ewalker warming up pregame. He looked at his best this season. We haven't seen him play this season. Can you give us an update on Vic and his status? Yeah,
Vic, I think he's really close to being ready. His strength is back, his mobility is back. We're just kind of at that really close to the finish line, just kind of still a little hesitant on a serious collision and what that would do. And then as soon as we're past that, he's right back in the fold out there every day with them.
All right, Coach, hope to see him in the lineup soon. Well, we saw a lot of fans last night in San Francisco and a lot of fans in Dallas on Wednesday night. The Runnin' Rebels got fans everywhere, y'all. The Texas players thankful to see their families on Wednesday night, but disappointed in the first half performance against SMU. We'll take a look back at what went wrong in Dallas coming up.
You're watching the RebZone Sports Show on Fox 5.
A big UNLV crowd in Dallas on Wednesday night. It was awesome to meet so many of the Runnin' Rebels family, but it was all SMU in this first half. Jalen Smith just warming up from deep. Mustangs on top 9-3. Later, Marvin Coleman down to Bryce Hamilton in the corner. Money. UNLV trails 14-8. The Mustangs were lighting it up from deep in the first half, shooting 6 of 12 from 3. Keyshawn Gilbert, the freshman, drains a triple, but UNLV trails 44-21 at halftime, their largest halftime deficit of the season. Rebels respond. Justin Webster, the Dallas native, heating up with back-to-back threes, but the Mustangs aren't slowing down. Michael Weathers pushes Jordan McCabe out of the way for a dunk. SMU leading by 20, 62-42. Rebels getting the ball over to Webster. He's got a hot hand, knocking down 4 3 balls in the second half. But UNLV would drop their first road game of the season to SMU, 83-64. Here's more from the Dallas native, Justin Webster.
First couple games I struggled. I tried to come out here, especially back in my home city, just tried to fight. Try to do everything I can to help this team win. Sadly, we wasn't able to come out with the win, but hopefully moving forward, I can continue this rhythm that I have and continue fighting and hopefully turn into some wins.
Coach, a big second half effort from Webster, but want to start with the first half. We were kind of talking about how your team wasn't on the same page in the first half. What did your team take away from this game in Dallas?
Well, I think just that we got to be on the same page. We came out, we were timid. We didn't quite seem to have or that same oomph that we need. SMU, a very good team, a momentum team that plays well at home especially. And, when you get out to in a hole like the way we did and the way we kind of have been lately, it just puts that much more stress and pressure going forward from there. The basket seems smaller offensively, and it seems bigger for them when they have the ball. So, but again, guys like Justin, you heard it in the comment right there. He wants to do anything he can to help UNLV win, and I think he was putting a lot of pressure on himself early to make a bunch of shots. But at SMU, he relaxed a little bit, got some good looks, and I think his confidence is going to continue to grow from there.
A lot of guys were emotional after this loss because they had family in town. They wanted to put on a big show in front of their family. Did your guys leave with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder from this game? I
think so. I think, this is a group, with the exception of Keyshawn and Reese, have been through road games and been in road tests. And I think they were just a little disappointed that we didn't go out and show a little bit better than we did. They're not scared of environments. They're not, intimidated for big, road contests, but so I think they were just a little upset that we didn't kind of come out and play as well as we could have and made it a better fight.
You told us just the day after getting home from Dallas, you guys were back in practice, back going full speed. Did you like the response from your team in practice the next day? I did. We went tape, we went full practice as if we hadn't played the night before, and the guys responded well. They weren't happy with it. They were competing, they were getting better, and I think for the first 30 minutes at San Francisco, I think it showed. I think they competed and they fought and got in a little bit of a hole but fought back out of it, but it just wasn't enough to get back through the whole 40 minutes, and that's something we got to focus on now going forward. All right, Coach. Well, today's an off day, but I know your guys will be hungry to get back in the win column. The Runnin' Rebels are playing 2 games at the Michelob Ultra Arena this week. We'll take a look at who they're facing coming up next.
You're watching the RebZone Sports Show on Fox 5.
Catch some Runnin' Rebels action on the Strip this week. If you haven't seen, the rodeo has totally taken over the Thomas and Mack this week. So UNLV is moving over to the Michelob Ultra Arena. A Wednesday night tip-off, 7 o'clock against Seattle University, and a Saturday 12 o'clock tip-off against Hartford University. 2 games inside the Michelob Ultra Arena this week. And Coach and I were just talking that he's never been inside the Michelob Ultra Arena this week. With the Aces and COVID, it's been hard to catch a game, but are you excited to check it out this week?
No, we are. We're very excited to get over there, get a look, but I also want to be very clear. We were on our way to the Aces playoff game, and my wife being pregnant at the time, we had to change plans last minute. So we were on our way, Aces, to fully support you guys. But no, we're excited to get over there and be back in Vegas and play some games here. Will you guys be practicing at all at the Michelob Ultra Arena and kind of just locking in this week? We do. We have an opportunity to go over there and shoot a little bit, which is good. It's nice, and you know, as you mentioned, the rodeo's taking over the Thomas and Mack in that area, so it'll be nice to get over there and just have the gym to ourselves. Well, Coach, 9 games this season. Want to talk about how your new squad is coming together and what you think of your team right now and the growth you've seen from your guys. Yeah, I'm still very proud of them. I'm still excited about them. I don't think there's any reason to not be as excited as we were. We've had an incredibly tough schedule to this point, and with a new roster, as we talked about earlier, I don't think anybody with a new roster like ours has seen the schedule put together that we've thrown at our guys. And there's still a lot of reasons to be excited about this group. They're getting better. We've thrown them into some tough arenas, some tough challenges with the main event at T-Mobile with Michigan and Wichita, and then going on the road with 2 teams that are going to compete for conference championships in their conference. So, no, we're still extremely excited about them, proud of them, happy for the progress they're making, and kind of just looking forward to getting better every day with them. How does this non-conference schedule, your tough non-conference schedule, how does it prepare you for conference coming up and make your team a better team getting ready for conference play? Well, I think it's a great opportunity because when we go into conference and play road games in hostile environments, we're going to have that experience under our belt. A tough SMU place to play, a tough, good San Francisco team to play. So when we go to San Diego State, Utah State, Colorado State, those teams that have great home court environments, will be a little experienced. Not years of it, but at least we'll have a few to look back on. We were saying earlier in the show that you're playing the rest of your games at home this December. You guys can finally take a breath. Will that be important this week in practice to take a breath and just regroup? I think so, because it allows the guys to get back on their routine. As you know, athletes are very, very specific and very diligent with their routines. So this allows us to get back to what we do every day, where there aren't a lot of audibles or surprises. They can get back in the gym. They can get on their usual meal plan, their usual rehab and training schedule. So and they like that. That's where they're comfortable, and I think that's where they can grow the most. Nothing like sleeping in your own bed. Nothing like it. Felt good to sleep in my bed for the first time this week. But all right, Coach, first RebZone. I appreciate you coming on, and he'll be here all season long. Yeah, so. Thank you. Thank you. Can't wait, Coach. Thanks so much. Well, don't go anywhere. It's the feature I've been waiting to share all year long. The Chuck Wagon and his beautiful family are taking over the RebZone next as we sit down with UNLV's all-time leading rusher, Charles Williams, who reflects back on his legendary UNLV career.
You're watching the RebZone Sports Show on Fox 5.
Well, it's been an honor to cover the Chuck Wagon and watch his career flourish over the past 6 years. UNLV's all-time leading rusher is someone who will be deeply missed by the Vegas community, as it was so much fun to see his love for the game and his love for his team. We sat down with Charles Williams and got to meet his beautiful family as he reflects back on his legendary UNLV career. Well, I've been waiting to sit down with you guys because look at how cute Kamaya is. What is it like at home for you guys?
It's
crazy.
It's teamwork, obviously, because if somebody needs to take a shower, one has to watch her, and then, if she wants some attention, I give her to her mom. Like right now, mommy.
Oh. How much do you appreciate Mika and everything she does while you're at football?
I appreciate her a whole lot because it's not easy, you know, being a mom and, you know, going to school is so hard. And then on top of that, like taking care of yourself and then taking care of someone else that needs attention all the time. But nah, it's just great to see her, you know, not complain about it too much. And I'm glad that the season's over so, you know, I can come help her.
When she was born, what was that day like for you?
Everybody expected me to cry, but I didn't cry because I had to be tough in front of my daughter. But no, it was just like very dramatic for me in the sense that now I got to step up and do a lot for her and provide for her. And, you know, she's expecting me to be great, and I'm expecting her to just be happy and have fun and live life, you know, not have no worries.
Where were you when you got the phone call that Mika was going into labor?
We were at our first spring practice, and I was on the bike because I had just, you know, got back in from rehab and everything. And I was on the bike just, you know, pedaling, and then Coach Fowles running, you know, just running. I'm like,
oh no.
he gonna tell me I could practice now. He's like, it's go time. Kamaya's here. I'm like, oh. And then I just, you know, dropped everything and went to the house, made sure Mika had everything she needed and then all the stuff I needed. I left the game at home. I wanted to bring my game, but I left the game at home and I rushed to the hospital and then, you know, just sat there with Mika and waited for little one to come out.
Well, Chuck, talk to me about the final game at Air Force and your emotions and your thoughts after that game.
It was kind of frustrating in the first half. We didn't really do what we were supposed to do. We didn't execute. Kind of let the defense out there in the dry. They had to fight and fight and fight the whole first half. They did a great job at first, but there's so much you can do against a triple option. So second half, you know, got the guys together, told them all we can do is finish and go out there with some pride and fight. This is like our last game as a family, and we got to go out there and finish off at least strong. And I tried to do that in the run game, but it was, you know, kind of difficult. Just missing so many, you know, important pieces. Like Kyle, Steve had got hurt. You know, Gio's in and out, trying to battle through it. You got a lot of young guys in there just trying to figure it out. And the main thing is what are you gonna do when everything is against you? So just, you know, tell myself, run harder, just run harder, run hard. Whatever happens, happens. You can't be mad at the mistakes. You can't be mad at the good plays, the bad plays. You got to just keep going forward.
I know this year and the past 2 years with Coach Arroyo, he's really taught me how to be mentally strong. How did he elevate your game? Like, how did he help you improve this season?
He got me to understand, like, receiving, like, the ball out the backfield does help. It, you know, opens up the box a little bit. So I tried my best to, you know, help with that. And I feel like the Fresno State game, it really eased up on, like, everybody because the O-line had more time to, you know, pass protect. Then the receivers, you know, felt more comfortable running their routes. Then, like, because the defense is on their toes, they don't know what we're doing. Then, boom, I hit them with a run. Boom, I hit them with a screen. And then they, like, locked in back on me. And then the receivers, like Steve, got a post down the field. Now we got the 2-yard line. Stuff like that where Cam Frio can step in and be more comfortable. I feel like he also helped me understand, like, you have to count on your teammates in certain situations. So, like, what game was it? New Mexico. Kyle, you know, he had an up and down year, you know, battling through injuries, and I got to keep him motivated. First half, he drops a crucial third down, but then he scores a 75-yarder, then he catches a 28-yarder that gets us at the 1-yard line. So pushing your teammates to be better, even when, you know, things are not going their way.
What does this offseason look like for you? I mean, when does everything start kind of working out? And
you know, just trying to figure that out right now. Take some time off, let my body heal and rest up a little bit. Then, you know, find some, you know, good representation and, you know, start training for the next level. So hopefully by like middle December, I'll be training.
You know, your final thoughts on your career and what you're thankful for and how playing at UNLV in this Vegas community has changed your life.
Really thankful for everyone from staff, teammates, everybody at UNLV working for this organization, just helping us get better. You know, thankful for my family. All I can say is, you know, the community, we didn't get you a bowl game and everything like we were supposed to. We had a lot of great chances of, you know, making that dream come true, but we went out there and put on a show for y'all every week, and we love y'all. Thank you for supporting us every week, and to all the coaches that helped me get where I'm at, and all the former and new teammates. I love you guys, and you're always gonna be my brothers. And I just want to say I'm just thankful to be a Rebel, and I'm always gonna be a Rebel, and I'm just excited for this next journey. And let's like I always say, I tell Eric, let's keep it rolling.
Really appreciate Chuck sitting down with us, being able to meet his girlfriend and his daughter. We're gonna miss these hula moves and your big plays and your big runs and your smile and your attitude, your positive spirit, but we'll be seeing his hula moves on Sundays, right? Can't wait to follow his journey and see what's next for him and his family. Well, the Runnin' Rebels have 2 games this week. It is basketball all season long. I'm very excited to spend my month of December here in Vegas. The last week was a lot on the road, just go, 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 go. But it is basketball season, and it is going to be so much fun this year. And Kevin Kruger on the RebZone all season long. I'm so excited to have him here, too. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you next Sunday.